Husbands, what's the funniest way your wife has ever wasted your money? My phone buzzed with a credit card alert at 11:42 a.m. $642 charged at Brightway Auto. Considering I'd sent my wife Emily out for a $40 oil change, I assumed either identity theft or that she'd bought 4 tires made out of diamonds. I call her immediately. She picks up on the first ring, practically shouting with pride, "Mission accomplished! Car is perfect now. You're going to be so proud of me." 12 heart emojis in her text, the confidence in her voice, and me staring at $600 in charges like I just got mugged by a mechanic. Emily explains how this really professional technician, a kid named Kyle, walked her through everything wrong with our perfectly average Honda Civic. According to him, the car was on the verge of exploding. He said the air filter was overdue, the coolant was toxic, and the wiper fluid was dangerously low, she reports, like she just saved our family from a fiery crash. Then she drops the masterpiece. Apparently, the blinker fluid was almost empty too. Total fire hazard. But don't worry, I got the premium grade stuff. I nearly fell out of my office chair. Blinker fluid. My college-educated, rational, spreadsheets for fun wife had just paid $89 for a product that doesn't exist. I try explaining calmly, "Emily, blinkers run on electricity. There is no liquid." She fires back, "Oh, really? Then what was Kyle topping off in the engine bay?" My engineering degree shriveled up and died right there. By the time I left work and stormed into Brightway Auto, the shop manager, David, looked at me like he'd been waiting for this exact conversation all day. He doesn't even let me finish before pulling up the invoice and groaning, "Oh God. Let me guess. Kyle sold you the deluxe package?" He starts reading line by line like he's narrating a scam infomercial. Oil change, $43. Real. Air filter, $28. Real. Premium windshield washer fluid, $35. Translation, half a bottle of store brand. Tire rotation, $50. Never happened. Tires hadn't moved an inch. Blinker fluid replacement, $89, which according to David was literally Kyle spraying Windex on the headlights while humming the Mission Impossible theme. I'm standing there trying not to explode while David keeps apologizing. Turns out Kyle quit mid-shift right after fixing our Civic. They'd already had 3 complaints that week about creative charges, but Emily apparently bought the platinum edition of his lies. David refunds everything except the actual oil change, tosses in a year of free service, and even gives me a $50 Olive Garden gift card as emotional compensation. Meanwhile, the mechanics in the back are losing it. One guy nearly dropped a wrench laughing when he heard premium blinker fluid. When I get home, Emily's waiting in the driveway like she's about to argue a Supreme Court case. Hands on hips, ready to defend her honor. I hand her the corrected invoice. She reads it. 30 seconds of silence. Then she breaks into uncontrollable laughter. "You're telling me I paid $89 for Windex?" She can barely breathe, tears running down her face. "He even drew me a diagram of the reservoir." He said dim blinkers were a fire hazard. As if that wasn't enough humiliation, our neighbor Claire overhears and asks what's going on. Emily, still wheezing, blurts out, "Apparently, I tried to save our marriage with premium blinker juice." Claire howls so loud her dog starts barking. But here's the twist. Emily refuses to be the punchline. The next day, she buys 3 car manuals, starts watching hours of YouTube tutorials, and spends her Saturday in the driveway changing our own oil like a NASCAR pit crew. 6 months later, she's explaining engine timing belts to the Hendersons across the street and scolding me for not checking our tire pressure often enough. She's basically turned into the unofficial neighborhood mechanic, all because one 19-year-old grease monkey convinced her blinkers run on Gatorade. Now every time we drive past Brightway Auto, Emily points and announces, "That's where I paid tuition for my automotive degree." And whenever I try to act like I know something about cars, she shuts me down instantly. "Relax, Mr. Premium Gas. Remember when you thought 93 octane would give our Civic turbo powers?" So yes, technically Emily wasted $600 that day, but somehow the dumbest purchase in history turned her into a full-blown gearhead. And I still can't stop picturing Kyle spraying Windex on our car like he was saving lives.